Hey guys, what's up? So I am not in the best mood right now. I am starting to come down with a cold, and on top of that, I just finished filming this video only to have the audio completely fail. So this is my second attempt at talking about a topic I did not think I was going to discuss on my channel. Before I really get into this, I would just like to mention that I am fully aware that I am not one of the most popular booktubers or YouTubers on YouTube. I am fully aware of how many subscribers I have. I am fully aware that even though I have been monetizing my videos, I do not acquire enough views to generate money. My main purpose for being on YouTube is to give myself something to do that I enjoy, but also to create content that book lovers like me will also enjoy. And I've always held the view that, I don't aim for this to be my job. I don't aim for a lot of income to come from this, but if I could potentially get to a point where I could make a little bit of money every now and then from this hobby of mine, then that's great. But basically, there has been a lot of controversy over the past few months regarding policies, one more recently, one last year, that has been hitting a lot of bigger YouTubers hard, and I did not want to discuss my views because at that point it wasn't really my place, but I've made a couple discoveries recently that my own channel has been impacted by a lot of what's going on. So I've decided that since I couldn't really think of anything else to film this week because I'm not feeling the greatest, that I would just let all my feelings out and I would discuss it today. So for a lot of you who aren't totally familiar with how YouTube works from the creator's point of view, YouTube has what is known as the Creator Studio, which you can access from the YouTube website as well as its own app, and it lets you see statistics for your channel. So how many views you're getting, if your subscriber or view count's going up, and what videos are being monetized, as well as what you are making for each of your videos. So like I said, on the grand scheme of things, I'm nobody important at this point, but I figured I would check into that anyways because I might be able to see, what kind of things are working and what things you guys might like to see going forward. So a lot of you probably saw, if you've been following my channel, that a few weeks ago I put out a video called A Trip to the Bookstore, which was basically just me walking around an Indigo in London, Ontario, just basically filming me as I'm moving around, just showing you the books I'm picking up and things like that. I know there's probably a whole debate on actually filming in retail stores, but I was careful not to show anybody's faces. I don't speak at all. You don't even see my face. I made sure to use music that would not have any copyright issues. So as far as I was concerned, I did everything right with that video, and it was a fun little video. It's one of my most popular at the moment for this 28-day period, and it's just a cute little fun innocent video. And on the Creator Studio app, if you have a video monetized, a little green $ appears next to the video. And this video has been up for a few weeks now, and it has had that green $ next to it. And I made the discovery this past weekend. I think it was Saturday night, and today that I'm filming this is Wednesday. I made the discovery that the $ next to my trip to the bookstore video had turned yellow. And this is in relation to YouTube's advertiser-friendly policy, which a lot of YouTubers began to notice last summer. I think when I first heard about it, it was when Philip DeFranco made his video about it, how it was really impacting his channel. So that policy exists to make sure that advertisers are not having their ads shown on videos that could be offensive, so vulgar language, highly sexual content, violence, terrorism, really bad things like that. But of course, what Philip DeFranco and other YouTubers had been reporting was that if their video was respectful and everything like that, but it dealt with a controversial topic, they were also being labeled non-advertiser friendly. Some YouTubers that, they're just into comedy, they do comedy skits and stuff, could have their video labeled non-advertiser friendly just for saying, one swear word, not even, truly offensive statements or anything like that, but just for saying a bad word at one point, they would be labeled non-advertiser friendly, which brought a lot of debates about creativity and things like that. But I figured I'm just a booktuber. I just review books. I just do fun little videos in relation to books. That is not, although I have many opinions about that policy itself, it's not my place to talk about because I haven't had to deal with that personally. But my trip to the bookstore video was labeled non-advertiser friendly and will no longer generate revenue for that video. So I researched the policy, which is how I found out what kind of content gets it that label. And I also made a discovery. It actually says that YouTube has like an algorithm or robots or something like that that actually views every single video. And if it detects something that is insanely offensive, will automatically mark the video as non-advertiser friendly. So of course, if you've seen this video of me just walking around a bookstore, you know there's absolutely nothing wrong with that video. So I have submitted that video for re-review. So now it currently says the status is under review. And when you do that, it basically you wait in line behind all the other requests for this to have an actual person look it over and make sure it's okay. And I've heard that sometimes it takes months for them to finally look over your video. And it's a little maddening because, like I said, I'm really not anybody. I don't generate a whole lot of money. But the fact that I know it's a video where I did nothing wrong and it's currently labeled as something that's not advertiser friendly is a little disappointing and a little confusing and a bit frustrating too. So I was already pretty mad about that because it seems very like a very flawed policy, and there's definitely some work needs to be done if it's like a computer that's labeling things as non-advertiser friendly, not actual people. It's disheartening to know that a lot of booktubers like me could be filming stuff in a bookstore and some robot is going to detect something in it that makes it like too inappropriate for people to have their ads on it. So, of course, I'm already mad enough about that. Then, the big news that came from this weekend was YouTube's restricted mode, which was designed to basically help parents hide content from their children that might be inappropriate for their age. Which, fair enough, right? But the big thing that came from that was a lot of people, prominent YouTubers belonging to the LGBTQ plus community, were having not only their channels hidden, but videos hidden that specifically deal with their sexuality, or even if it just shows them an innocent video of them sitting next to their same-sex partner, it's been hidden. And of course, I agree with most people that has just been absolutely unfair and doesn't make any sense whatsoever when the actual content in the videos themselves are not offensive. I'm not going to say who this is because I'm not really associated with them anymore and it's not really my place to bring them up. But I went to high school with someone who is also a YouTuber and actually makes a fair bit of money, I'm assuming, from this. And he has also been impacted by YouTube's restricted mode, and that's pretty upsetting to see because I know he's a very good person, and it doesn't make sense why he has all these innocent videos of just him sitting with his boyfriend, and they've been hidden once the restricted mode comes on. And so I'm feeling pretty frustrated about this. I'm already angry that the thing happening with my bookstore video is happening. So I just decided out of curiosity to turn restricted mode on and see what my channel looks like when I do that. And as it turns out, I have had 2 videos hidden under restricted mode. The first one is my video from last week, which is my book review of Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, which you can see on my bookshelf there. And of course, it's Trevor's collection of personal essays about growing up in South Africa and having to deal with apartheid as well as racial inequality. And I do not swear in it, I do not behave offensively or anything like that. It is a very happy video, me talking about how much I loved that book, and it is hidden. And I believe that it is hidden because talking about racial inequality and apartheid are too controversial for young people's eyes. So, mad enough about that, I keep scrolling, and all the rest of videos I have made since joining BookTube are visible, which I was fairly happy about. But the second video, this channel I've been using since like 2007. I just didn't feel the need to create a new channel when I decided to become a booktuber. So I have a video on my channel from 2012, and if you've guys seen from like the clothing I've been wearing in some of my videos and how much I've talked about Jamie Torkowski's book, If You Feel Too Much, I am a huge supporter of To Write Love in Her Arms, which is a nonprofit dedicated to mental health awareness. And in 2012, I was part of their online street team, and I was doing a lot of things online to help spread awareness for them. So I made a video based on one of their orders that was basically just supposed to be talking about, why does To Write Love in Her Arms matter to you? So I wasn't comfortable talking on camera at that point, so all I did was I held up little cute cards that had very simple points about why I love To Write Love in Her Arms. I do not discuss any mental health illnesses in detail. I don't even mention their names. I do not even talk about the graphic founding story, which if you guys are familiar with how they founded, it's a very sad story. And I didn't even discuss that. There's nothing controversial about that video at all. And that video has been hidden. So I've had a video talking about a book that deals with racial inequality, and I've had a video talking about a nonprofit that advocates for mental health awareness, both hidden from my channel. And as a booktuber, a YouTuber, and someone who enjoys watching a vast variety of videos on YouTube, I am incredibly saddened by this. Not so much for me, because like I said, I don't really get any views on my videos. It's the fact that if it's happening to me, this is happening to other booktubers and other YouTubers. I know the big argument since the restricted mode thing has happened is that people say, well, just don't turn it on and then you're fine. And it's like, yeah, that's all great and I see where you're coming from, but the problem is not whether we are able to turn it on and off. It's the fact that there are many conservative parents out there who will turn it on, whether it's on their kids' app or if it's on the website on their home computer. And it's going to be blocking out all of these videos that are not actually inappropriate. It's going to be blocking out all these videos that tell kids that, hey, look, I've been through the same thing as you, and there's hope, and you can get through this. And that's one of the great things about BookTube too, is in the contemporary YA genre right now, and other genres too, like there's so many great books that deal with topics like mental health and bullying and inequality and things like that that are so important and so eye-opening and bring people so much hope. And you can see, whether even if it's just fiction or nonfiction, that I can relate to this and I have so much hope from reading this. And that's part of the reason why I started this channel, is because I want to be able to share books like that with you. But stuff like that is being hidden for absolutely no justifiable reason. And like, I'm just a booktuber. I do not make content that is meant to upset anyone. I do not swear. I do not act in a way that could be viewed as inappropriate. I just want to share great books with people, but the moment they get too controversial or it's an idea that people can disagree on, it's going to get hidden. And I'm not okay with that. And I don't think the people that make LGBTQ videos that are being hidden should be okay with that. I don't think people that make mental health awareness videos should be okay with that. Like, I saw on Twitter, there was this girl that made a lot of videos that had to do with eating disorders, and they were meant to just encourage people to find help and stuff. And she got labeled non-advertiser friendly recently. And that's the thing, is I don't have this as a job, but there's lots of people out there that this is their job, and it's their job to make a better place for people, and they're being labeled non-advertiser friendly. They can't earn the same money that they're used to earning so that they can continue to bring this content to people. And it's none of it is okay. I don't think any of this is okay. Like, we should not be silenced for wanting to introduce people to content that is meant to uplift and inspire and to motivate and to just show people, hey, we know what you're going through and we're there for you. So anyways, that's my take on that. My battery is going to die, so I'm really trying to wrap this up quickly. Thank you so much for watching. If you've managed to reach this point of the video, I'm not sure how many people are going to watch it, but just the fact that I have my voice out there now makes me feel a lot better. Please remember, if you mainly watch BookTube, please remember to support all of the BookTubers out there who might be discussing books that could potentially be hidden, and make sure to support all of your other favorite YouTubers that are being impacted by these new policies. So again, thank you so much for watching, spread love, and don't be a troll. Bye!